sellers, it's time for the monthly seller shout out video where we celebrate all kinds of sales. This is a freestyle video. Nothing is in order, so listen for your name. The objective is to see actual sales so we can all learn something new. Okay, starting with Lydia Busceme. Enameled jack-o'-lanterns were parts of a bracelet bought for 50 cents at an estate sale. Took months and a 15% off promotion to sell, but still a nice profit. So you can see there, vintage Halloween unusual jack-o'-lantern bracelet, necklace, jewelry, metal pieces. Sold for $18.61, and these cost her 50 cents. Carlos Chavez. I got 10 video games, empty cases for free from a person on Facebook Marketplace, and this Pokemon Black version sold in 2 weeks for best offer of $49.99 plus shipping. So $50 on a free item. In there you can see Nintendo DS Pokemon Black. And it's just the case and the inserts. There's not even a game in it. Nice job, Carlos. Carol Hollis got this in a bundle at a yard sale. Paid $10 for a trash bag of stuff. So maybe 50 cents or less into this. Got offers from a t-shirt reseller immediately for $25. I ended up raising the price a couple of dollars so I could send offers at my original price. Had tons of watchers. Sold in about a week for my full raised price of $36.50. This is a vintage Freeze t-shirt, large black Y2K single stitch. Happy Halloween. Nice job, Carol. Tina DeVore got this a couple of months ago at Goodwill for $4.99 and sold, sending an offer of $27.97. Kate Spade, New York Lenox tea kettle. I did not know Kate Spade made kitchen stuff, so that's news to me. Tanya Gibson purchased in a huge bulk lot of Christmas items in an online local auction, so probably paid about $3 to $4 for it. Listed for 2 months at $79.99 and took best offer of $60 plus shipping. This is Lemax Miss Shirley's Stationery Shop Village Collection. Sold for $60. Ginger Lampright. I got this at another moving sale last Friday for $2, sold for $55 plus shipping. It is a Nocona belt, a concho belt. $2, sold for $55. Robin Parsons, found in my money to be pile. Bought at Salvation Army for $2.99, sold in a week for $49.95. Start listing what you have around the house in your own money to be piles. And she is exactly correct. Things could sell immediately. Somebody is waiting for those things in your piles to become available. So she got this for $3 and sold for just under $50. Mark Sherrill paid $1 at an estate sale, sold for $25 plus $8 shipping. This is a can of Boraxo powdered hand soap. Never even heard of that one. Mark is just the master of finding vintage products or even just the packaging, consumable products. So what did he say? He paid $1 and sold for $25. Brian Ridenauer paid $0.25 at a garage sale. Oh, I'm so jealous. This is on my BOLO list and has been for like 10 years. Listed for $65, took a best offer of $50. Took about 2 months to sell. The item is vintage Fisher Price blue plaid bunny security blanket 1979. 25 cents, sold for $50. Okay, Brett Stewart bought for $1 at Goodwill in June and sold on July 3rd for $35. Journey's Greatest Hits 2 vinyl records. And it looks like it's in shrink wrap, but that doesn't mean it hasn't been opened. So, oh, it does say at the bottom used. My bad. Okay, so $1 and sold for 35. Lynn Smith Connor, end of the day at a church sale. We found a garbage bag marked Square Dance Outfits and bought it for $5. This was one of 7 pieces sold for $39.99 plus shipping. 2 skirt and blouse outfits bought $30 each. 2 more pieces are still for sale. So this is a vintage Sam's petticoat slip square dance rockabilly skirt. So what did she say she paid? As you can see, my short-term memory is not great. So it was in a bag of a whole bunch of other stuff for $5 and it sold for $30. Heather Bennett found these in a pile of yard sale leftovers on the side of the road. Paid $0. Sold for full asking price of $39.98. Took a month to sell. And Heather, I think I'm going to give you the prize for the most unusual item, even though it's lettuce. Artificial lettuce heads lot. Vegetables fake food. That's a thing now, all this fake food. So she found this on the side of the road and sold it for $40. Good job, Heather. Alice Flynn sold one of my old jackets. So this just came out of her closet. Ivy Jane embellished jacket, rock theme, military style. $40. So if you too have a closet overflowing with clothing, maybe it's time to go through that. The minimalist rule is if you have had it for a year and haven't worn it, it's time to get rid of it, whether you donate or sell it. So here's a cool trick you can do. Some people do this on New Year's Day, but you can do it anytime as long as you keep up with when you started. But you do this for a year. So on the day you start, you turn all of your hangers backwards so they hook from the back. And then as you wear things and then hang them up again, you turn the hanger the regular way. So at the end of a year, anything that hasn't been turned around back to the regular way is something you haven't worn or touched or used in a year. So then you can evaluate, do you want to keep it? What do you want to do with it if you're not wearing it? So there's all kind of statistics on how much clothing people have in their closets that they don't even wear, and start thinking about that as money. You're not wearing it, somebody else will, and you can sell it. So we all really have more inventory than we think. Next up is Dawn Curtwright Taylor from estate sale where it was $10 for all you can fit in a bag. This paperweight had a few scratches, so I listed it lower than comps. Paid $1, listed for $76.99, took best offer of $50, listed for a week. This is a Glass Eye Studio Mercury Celestial Planet Series Art Glass Paperweight. So definitely less than $10 for that. Oh, she said $1, and it sold for $50 in a week. Julie Gambino purchased at Goodwill for $3.99, sold for full asking price of $75.99 in a couple of months. Vintage velvet sad green-eyed dog puppy painting. $4, sold for $76. Alley House sweet Christmas ornaments of Alice and White Rabbit. Picked up the pair for $2 at an estate sale, sold in about 6 weeks for best offer of $18. So those are Alice in Wonderland and White Rabbit hanging Christmas tree ornaments. Nice sale. Kathy Jordan Hermans. A small but fun sale. Overpaid for these new with tag Oshkosh, $8.04, and took offer of $17 because they were getting no traction. Turns out they went to Switzerland. The buyer sent a note that I needed Google to translate for me. They said they had 2 sets of twins. Holy cow. Yeah, that would be quite a handful. These are Oshkosh vest-back denim blue jean striped railroad conductor overalls. All right, Kimberly McNamara Sunker. Soft surroundings, open jacket, crushed velvet, red embellished with gold trim. $3 at a thrift store. Sold in 3 months. Oh, I'm sorry, sold for 6 months for $30. Carrie Kochar. Sold for a best offer of $30. Paid $1. Sold in less than 24 hours. Vintage Grandma's recipe card box, handwritten, cutout, clipped recipes from the 1970s through 2000. $1 sold for $30, and this is the kind of item that would totally distract me from my work because I'd be sitting there looking through the recipes and just remembering, oh yeah, my mom used to make that, or I've never made that. So I love boxes of handwritten anything. It's just a piece of history. It's like you're in a time capsule. So that looks like a fun item to have in your inventory to look at for a while. Okay, Eileen Cole. I picked up this cork carving at a senior living center rummage sale for $1. Listed for $39 and accepted a best offer of $25 plus shipping. Sold in a month. Vintage Chinese Asian carved cork diorama 3D oval display. $1 sold for $25. Stephen Gittler paid $6 at an estate sale. Sold for $70 in 3 weeks. Lennox, the Carousel Prince Frog, limited edition fine porcelain sculpture. $6, sold for $70. And yes, I just couldn't help myself with the sound effects. Okay, Brian Rappaport, vintage t-shirt, Happy Halloween, glow in the dark. Part of a 140-piece vintage t-shirt, sweatshirt, jacket, jersey collection. I bought at a garage sale in September for $4 per item. Sold this t-shirt for $49.99 plus $19.99 shipping to Belgium. Nice. Halloween sells all year. George Kelly bought this promo car at a garage sale for $1. Accepted best offer of $55. Took a few months to sell. Vintage 1977 Dodge Monaco dealer promo car. $1, sold for $55. Lauren Lena Morgan purchased this Athleta swimsuit for $7 at my local dirt cheap new without tag for myself 3 years ago. It didn't fit, but languished in my personal swimsuit bin. Finally got around to pulling it and listing it because it's seasonal, and sold within 24 hours of listing for full asking price. Athleta women's swimsuit, one piece, small, zip up, open back. $7 3 years ago. Sold for $49.97. Another example of how listing can result in sales very quickly. This should motivate you. Tiffany Takao paid $10 for this bra a few months ago, sold for $44. And that's surprising for Hanes because that's not really a high-end brand. But this is a new with tag Hanes Wonder Bra. So it's kind of like a push-up with a deep plunge. $54 retail price. She sold it for $44. Rosanna Smoker. I got this shirt in the bins 2 years ago and had quite a bit of interest and sent out many offers. Finally sold for full price of $71 after 2 years. Vintage Lacoste men's medium striped long sleeve polo rugby shirt. Faded. Okay, $71. So, Rosanna, you get the prize for patience. You knew it would sell, but you had to be patient for about 24 months. Terry Wilcox. Never too early for Christmas. I've had this needlepoint wool stocking for almost a year and it sold for full asking price the other day. I only paid $2 for the stocking, so a nice return on investment. Vintage wool velvet backing needlepoint Christmas stocking with a Jack Russell Terrier. $2 sold for $24.90. Donald Hucks found a box of Simply Safe alarm system parts, all new for $3.99 at Goodwill. About 12 different parts, so I paid about 30 cents. Sold for $30 plus shipping, took about 2 weeks. Simply Safe keypad wireless home security system. Kathleen Gifford. I picked up this Gymboree plush clown at a Goodwill for $3.99. He sold in less than a week. I accepted an offer of $42. He is on his way to England. Gymboree Jimbo the baby clown plush doll. $4, sold for $42. Melissa Wenner. Vintage Lovey. Got at a yard sale for $1. Sold within a week for full price of $75. Elephant baby blue lace collar satin heart blanket Dakin plush stuffed lovey. $1 sold for $75. Gotta love that. Julie Brown. This is another set from the big lot of vintage toys that I was given. Again, Google Lens saved the day. I believe that this was a complete playset. There are none listed and a few sold. I priced high and took an offer of $45 plus shipping in 20 days. Mattel Sunshine Family Pets Their World playset. Okay, so her cost was, we don't know because it was mixed in with a bunch of other stuff, but sold for $45. Nicole Hart, purchased for $5 and sold for $35. Took about 2 months to sell. Columbia Men's Collegiate PFG Super Thermal Tackle Hoodie, Florida State Seminoles, $35. Lisa Middleton, paid $10 at a thrift store, sold for $45 plus shipping in about a week. 1988 Olympic skaters Barbie and Ken African American 1977. $10 into $45. Dorcas Martin, paid $5 at a yard sale, sold in about 2 weeks for full price. The buyer was delighted and left wonderful feedback. The Little Golden Book Library box set 4 volumes 1969. And look at what great condition those are in. Not only are they vintage, but they look like they're in wonderful condition. And she sold this for $49.99, $5 investment. Jennifer Stevens, bought at a thrift store for $4, sold for $35.99 plus shipping. Peanuts Snoopy Woodstock Patriotic Theme Shower Curtain and Hooks Set, $4, sold for just under $36. Okay, Wendy Kruger, and at first glance I thought this was like a cover for a Kleenex box. Wrong. This is a Metropolitan Museum of Art flower brick vase planter. Wendy paid $1.66 at an estate sale, sold for $40 plus shipping in 10 months. I never pass up Motadea, is that how you pronounce it? When I see it. So now I'm going to go look up what that is so I cannot pass it up either. Thank you, Wendy. Tina Wozniak found one of the coveted leather bottom JanSport backpacks. Yes, the ones with a leather bottom are more expensive, so they have better resale value. They are more durable. Found this bag at the Goodwill bins, so have about $2 into it. Bought at the beginning of the year, sent out offers on it last week. Offers were not accepted. Buyer paid full price. Love it when that happens. So this is a $2 investment that sold for just under $45. And you can tell we're getting near the end because I am starting to stumble over my words. Sorry about that. Okay, Sybil Moore paid $1.99 at Goodwill in 2012. I bought about 40 of them. I recently started listing again. Sold for best offer of $40 after listing for 8 days. Very nice. Joan Rivers, 2011, mini egg ornaments. Russian Fabergé inspired. Sold for $40. Sharon Brower, I bought this vintage Care Bear Grumpy Bear for $1 at a yard sale from another reseller who had too much inventory to deal with. It sold in a few days for full price of $39.99 plus shipping. Vintage Care Bears Grumpy Bear 2002. Nice flip, Sharon. Brian Rappaport paid $2 at a garage sale last Saturday, sold in a day for $39.99. Olympus Note Quarter digital recorder. $2, sold for just under $40. Joyce Bodenhammer, half price thrift store buy. Had some very light and tiny paint splatter on them. Cleaned them up the best I could, but couldn't get paint off the fabric. Sold in 3 weeks of best offer of $50. Paid $7.50. Nike Air Vapor Max size 12 shoes. And finally, Emily Smith paid $6 at a thrift store in January. Sold for best offer of $22. Miracle Suit size 16 double D one-piece swimsuit. $6, sold for $22. Okay, thanks to everybody who posts on Money Making Monday. Without your posts, we would have no videos. And everyone learns whether they're watching this on YouTube or in the Facebook group. And thank all of you for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate you. Keep listing. You never know when that item's going to sell. It could be immediately. So I want to give you some motivation to keep going. Trust me, everybody gets discouraged when sales are slow, but you just have to keep going. Okay, that's it. I'll be back next week with the Knowledge is Power video. Have a wonderful day on eBay. Bye, everybody.